What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Arcane Arcade. Tonight, we're playing Sunder. My name is Jacob. I have blue hair now. I'm really hyped for the new Sonic movie. That's what Oldie said on Twitter. I'm really scared right now. I have a lot of stuff over here. Don't chuck stuff at me. We're PG, right? Assault!
We hadn't done it in a while.
Can I have one of those back?
Yeah, I want one. They're really good. That's really good. What cost?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody.
10 gold?
I'm not giving you more money.
That's
Or
metagaming. Kinda, technically.
Sound not working?
It's just good bargaining.
Oh my, is the sound seriously not working? I'm going to lose it.
No, it's
all right.
No, it's working. It's working. It's working.
It's just not working for one
I just
person.
turned it on over here. So
So, we have a new overlay like last week, but we also have some new art. We've got art for Atlantica and for Neelix.
And me.
We don't have any for Bellix because I'm awful. But, right,
What's over here?
it's, oh yeah,
Come
it's,
that
right
side.
here.
wait, for me it's
Delayed. Can't see it.
there.
Oh my god, I love that.
No.
No, wrong
It's
way.
there.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
You guys are, hi guys, how's it going?
Good.
This way,
On the overlay,
That
yeah.
didn't work at
go.
all.
Right next to you,
Yeah,
man.
Hello, Tyler.
Oh.
Okay, that's dumb. All right, so yeah, welcome, guys. Is there anything? Our sponsor is Easy Roller Dice, as most of you know.
Easy
Roller
Roller
Dice.
Dice.
Get 50% off your next purchase at Easy Roller Dice with the coupon code XP23. If you use it once on your account, you only get it once, so make another account. I don't care. They didn't tell me not to say that, so I'm gonna say whatever I want.
And then
Tomorrow
also
we'll
the
be
other
getting
art
an
was
email.
also made.
No one's sponsored by Easy
The
Roller
art,
Dice.
the art done by the characters, for all the characters, was done by Victoria, also known as Sari, on our Discord.
Look how
So go join our
pretty
Discord.
are.
I don't have a link in the description.
Jacob's hair color changed yesterday.
Yes,
Samantha.
yeah, I did it yesterday. So
I
it
did
still
it.
looks
Doesn't it look
fresh.
so good?
And also kind of looks like my scalp is blue. So
Yeah. Is our shower blue?
no,
Okay, good.
I was really afraid it was
Yeah.
going to turn
Good
shower.
When I had
Green.
blue hair, it turned everything blue. My mom was very
You had blue
upset.
hair?
Yeah, I did like 6 years ago.
So welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good end of the year, good holidays, good New Year's, stuff like that.
Holiday.
Good holiday. Thank you for that, Olivia. Really appreciate that. So,
My bad.
I'm just
I
trying
feel
to be
like
in
I'm
good
forgetting
spirits
something.
until what's about to happen
I
happens.
really feel like I'm.
Oh yeah. She's getting all of her nerves out right
Yeah,
now.
I'm trying to be happy while it's okay.
You're fine.
Well,
Last we left off, the Wanted Wanderers had made their way into the city known as Whitecap. They got involved with some political business that was going on there between factions, kind of fighting one another. And you guys were like, well, okay. They saw you as a neutral party, so they wanted you to kind of get involved. You thought about it. You got into the house that Rixie's had gave you, the dragon from a few adventures ago. Never drink caffeinated soda before you stream. All right.
That's weak.
I know, but it felt big, and then I was like, I'm gonna vomit, so I got it kind of small.
So you're like Logan's floor will work. I gotta vomit.
I just like,
Clean that up later.
last time on Sunder, just barf for no reason.
At least it would have been
Yeah.
Oh.
gosh.
Kevin Johnson, $10. I'll say it now before you get started back.
Thank you, Kevin Johnson. We're gonna go
New
ahead and read.
characters will hopefully not tear the campaign asunder.
Nah.
Hashtag
Good.
I'm distracting from
That's
the
good.
game.
Jake's
Thank
trying to
you.
say. As Jacob was saying.
Anyways, you guys left off back in your home, not really knowing what to do, sleeping on the floors in your bedrolls.
Until tomorrow.
When Olivier, in the middle of the night, there, you were not having a very good dream. And as you were laying there, you woke up kind of in a cold sweat. A figure appeared around your door with these menacing yellow eyes, a hand kind of peering around the side, and this dry viscera just spilling out of its throat. And you recognize this figure. This is one of the cultists of Zerial that you killed. It still has the tattoos around its face. However, its jaw has become unhinged. Its tongue is incredibly long and like wriggling around, and it slowly kind of stumbles, and it doesn't really focus on you. It just kind of moves jerkingly. You cannot move. You're sitting there staring at it, and fear overcomes you. You sit there staring at it, not knowing what to do as it slowly stumbles over to you, and then very quickly kind of turns and snaps straight for you and grabs you around the neck. And you sit there, content, when suddenly a sword spears through its chest, and everything fades away. Oh, no, not that one. You close your eyes at this moment, and when you reawaken, everything's very bright around you. The sun is on your face. You're no longer being grabbed by this figure, and instead, standing in front of you, you're in a field that you recognize. This was a place where you grew up. This was the fields outside of the castle, where you felt the most free, where you were able to go here and sometimes train, but not for too long. You don't know why you're here, but a figure is in front of you. The sword in front of you, standing there, you look up and you see Gray. And he meets eyes with you. And he puts the sword down. And he holds out his hand.
Can I move? I'll take it.
He pulls you up. And he kind of sits down. There's like a rock right below him. He says, "What's wrong?"
You're gone. You're really gone.
Kind of pulls out like a rag and begins wiping down his sword. So?
It didn't hit me until I saw you die that how alone I was.
You're not alone.
Feels like I
I didn't have to die that day.
am. I know.
But those people around you, they care about you, and I didn't trust them at first, not at all, but, now I think I was alright with leaving you with them. You don't have to be afraid. And he stands up and he puts his hand on your shoulder. There's more of us out there. My time's done. I wanted you to be able to survive out here, and there's no reason to be scared. You can do this. I didn't see that at first, but I think I do now. There's no reason to be afraid. You're the hope of our land and your people. And we can't lose that.
I'm trying.
Well, don't look for us. Look to the people around you. They want to help you.
Okay.
And he hugs you. And as soon as you kind of feel that embrace, everything kind of snaps back. And you look up. And you can move now. You do see the figure again standing before you, but it's stumbled back a bit. And it looks down, and it still has the sword through its chest, and it kind of stumbles onto its knees, and its head kind of turns around, and you look up, and you see Vincent standing above it with a blade through it, and he just kind of looks up at you.
What the hell is this?
Roll initiative.
Ooh. Wait, me too? Or
Mhm.
okay.
What'd you get?
An 11.
Thank you for the donating wars. Totally not Toji Boy, $9.99. Ban Kevin for making puns. Kevin responded with another $10, saying, "I'll pass out punishment as I see fit."
It's war. It's war in the chat. And has to do with
Thank-
money and
thank
only
you for
we
the
reap the
donation.
benefits. It's kind of a war.
It benefits us. Thank you so much. Like, seriously.
What'd you get?
3.
3?
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
I told you I rolled
I
bad.
think you got a 1.
Oh!
I still got a 4.
Olivia, you are first. You look up, and after coming out of that moment, suddenly you regain a bunch of your strength and your courage and whatnot. You look down, you've already pulled out your sword, and you look up, and you're ready to defeat this thing.
Okay. I'm going to. Do I have oh my gosh, I can't remember the word for it. Advantage because.
You're flanking?
Flanking?
Totally.
Cool. So I'm gonna do
You
that.
guys are fighting Liam Neeson.
Give me back my children.
No, it's not.
It's born.
It's not Liam Neeson. It's you guys are fighting It's not Jason Bourne.
Is Craig there?
It's Leonardo DiCaprio. What?
Oh, is Craig there?
Is Craig there?
Follow that one.
Is it Inception? What did you do?
Yeah, he's currently on. He's currently running over like.
Inception makes more sense.
Okay.
He was probably cleaning.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
He
ah!
has a shovel. He's running. And he's like going to attack.
Okay, so
It's because it's a revenant.
nat 20.
Holy
I
crap!
got a nat 20 and a 1.
All right, roll damage.
Hold on, I'm rolling the other one. Oh, both 15. That's hilarious.
He was like,
So that would be 22.
22.
Yeah,
Yeah, roll
that
damage
one
for
too.
both of those.
And then both of those would be goading attacks.
You're gonna get some extra d8s on those.
So
I
the
am.
D8 damage that you do, you also double on it. Just to make sure.
you're a
it's-
person.
And also, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay.
And on a failure, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls
12.
against. Okay, cool. So he has disadvantage on Vincent and Craig.
All right. Awesome. Very cool.
And damage is that's a lot of ones.
I'll die before Craig does.
8. Nope.
18.
Hold on. 22 damage.
22 damage. You immediately get up and you slice at this thing multiple times, cutting off one of its hands and stabbing into its chest at the same place that you had stabbed into it. You pull it out and it just looks at you, growling.
Do you want me to roll initiative for Craig, by the way?
Have him go ahead and go now.
Go now?
Have him go right after you. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna punch it, yeah?
Yeah.
He does not have advantage because he's not flanking.
Just kidding. Doesn't hit it.
He jumps in the air and he, with the shovel, and he's like, and he throws it behind him, then he gets his shields ready. Viola.
As a bonus action. Wait, where am I? Am I like right
behind
now?
it.
Oh, this is new. I'll attack it
I'm
again.
used to using spells.
Yeah,
not
I usually
stabbing
throw
things.
the sword, not
Yeah, you
but-
have meleeed because you were scared.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was about
I was
to
like,
kill
I'm gonna sneak up
Olivia.
on it. This would be new. What do I add to this?
You didn't take any damage, really, because it was more or less choking you. But if it would have been choking you for a little longer, you would have went out. But you haven't lost any health.
Hey, Jacob.
I don't know what I add to this, but I think it's just my strength.
Wow, that's a lot of messages.
I sent you a single message.
21.
I got a lot from a lot of people.
Jacob.
I'm streaming.
Jacob.
What?
21. To
That
hit.
hits.
Okay. Just making sure.
Are you looking through all of them now?
Yeah. Tim was accidentally using the Spotify.
Oh.
He was like, "Are you using the Spotify?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Friday. Sorry, never mind."
9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you slice into it and damage it, and it just takes it in the back. It's going to go. It's going to first of all.
Wait. Oh, that's an action. Never mind.
It's going to kind of stand up a bit, and you watch as it kind of snaps, cracks its neck, and
Snaps its neck.
Snaps
I'm
its
done.
neck. Yeah.
the wound in which you've stabbed it in no, the hand that you've cut off, it regrows it.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Oh, Zephyr!
You guys are all coming right now. However, it's going to get its turn real quick. It's going to turn around. Its head literally 180s and looks at you, and
Hello, Reagan.
its eyes glow as it stares at you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I know, rest in
Have I
peace.
come around the corner yet? or not?
I'm going to use my
About
important.
It just matters because if I'm within 10 feet, even outside of cover, she would get a +3.
19.
Well, not near her.
Okay.
What?
Use my important 19.
19?
Yes.
Perfect. You succeed. You feel your body begin to lock up, and fear just comes over you. But
Nope.
you just kind of shake it off. You're fine. And then it turns back around and looks at you. Everybody else roll initiative.
Where are we at?
Unless you're like, I want to sleep and I don't want to come help fight a thing. I'll tell you where you're
Oh,
at.
okay.
You're in my room.
Zephyr,
Are we doing natural 20 initiative rules?
add your modifier.
19.
19.
Ow.
Lance cut.
11.
What did you have? 9?
3.
3?
I'll take 9 though.
No, we'll take 9. We'll take 9 for her.
Let's go ahead and do this if you guys can remember your initiatives because I made it weird. 25 to 20. 20.
Wait, I think I got 20. I have 21. Sorry.
20 to 15.
19. Natural.
Nobody else got 20 to 15?
It makes
15 to 10.
10.
11.
11.
You both got whose dex is higher?
Get out my way.
My dex
Your
is
dex
plus
is
3.
definitely higher. Hers is negative 1. And then Bellix, you got 10. And then Viola, you suck. Wait, you're Vincent right now, though.
Gosh, jeez. You just suck.
And
Wait, you're a dude right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
When did that happen?
that's how I started the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
went to
said
bed and
Vincent.
turned into a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
as
like
you
you
do.
Yes,
Wait,
you
are
do not
you-
know
are
who
you-
it is.
Tyler,
Vincent on the
Tyler,
thing?
Yes.
read this.
Just making
What does it say?
Okay, we got some
Is the brand?
initiatives.
The brand.
I-O.
Oh, 10. Okay, cool.
All right, top of the round, Neelix.
Really random, but I really
You
was never
woke up
around.
because you heard something going on. You heard fighting, so you woke up immediately. Zephyr, you also woke up, and you all ran out of your rooms at the same time. You turned, and you heard coming from Olivier's room, which has no door on it.
There's a
None
lot
of
of
you have
stomach
doors.
problems last
You guys
night.
are on a.
Sorry.
Maybe we should stay out of
You guys are on the upper
Stomach
floor,
problems.
so there's a courtyard in the middle of your house. Essentially, if I can make a crappy little diagram for you about what this is, because I'm not gonna make the map because I have a whole thing right there.
Just draw it on the pieces of paper.
It's kind of like this. This is the second floor, if you can see that. And that goes down to the courtyard. You guys kind of all came out of this room over here, saw something going on the other side. You all ran over, and you're about
Longest
30
way
feet
possible.
away. So, Neil,
How far is it from my room across that space to the other room?
20 feet.
Oh, shoot, I would just come out of my room and pull my arrows out. I'm not going to run all the way over there.
All right, everybody starts running over. You get on the other side of it. You can see Vincent right in front of it, stabbing it, and then right behind it. Oh, can you?
You see
I have no idea who that is.
You see a person you,
You
don't
see a
know.
guy
I know.
fighting a thing,
Oh.
and it looks bad.
Okay. Can I see Olivia?
Yeah, you see Olivia stabbing into it. And you see a purple
Sorry, I just
tiefling.
choked on my own self.
And now
Oh, yeah.
Marshall's dying.
Cool. He's going to pull out some arrow and bow and yell at Olivier. Who do I shoot?
Would I hear him?
Yeah, you can hear. You kind of look over as it stares at Vincent. You kind of look back. He's like, "Who did I shoot?"
Not the blue tiefling, the other thing!
I'm not blue.
Purple!
No, but she
Sorry,
says blue.
I'm a fox. I'm colorblind. I don't know.
Not the tiefling!
Roll attack.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot the thing. I'm gonna also do a bonus action and put Planner Warrior on it, so it does an extra 1d8 damage.
Awesome.
Um,
Portal arrows.
Wiener.
I'm purple!
I'm purple.
Sorry!
Dirty 20 and
That is.
11.
That totally hits. No, that does not hit.
11 doesn't hit? I was gonna say, that's
I thought it was going to be higher than the 20.
That's great.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
He's ready.
What?
Oh, dang, max damage, yo. What up? He does 16, 20 damage.
You have that whole exchange, and then you hear and a little like explosion, and then suddenly a arrow lands into the back of the head of this thing, and it just.
Hey, great job!
Thank you. Who's the purple guy?
That's why
Finally, someone knows what color I am.
I run into the room.
Alright,
What?
you run in, you turn the corner.
We'll explain later.
You see an arrow fly in. You see Olivier and Vincent fighting this
Do I have
zombie.
room to get to it?
Yeah. How much movement do you got?
So I'm 30 feet from being able to step
Actually,
into
we'll
the
say
room.
what's 20 feet away. So you've got 10 feet of movement.
Can
so
I get to it?
yeah, you can get to it, and you can
Alright.
flank
as
it
I,
with Craig.
as I get to it to flank it with Craig and I get a closer look at it, I would not be wearing my armor, by the way. So, but I would have
Okay.
my axe. Just gonna tell you that. So my AC currently is 10.
Hey, I'm assuming you don't sleep with your armor on.
I'm also assuming that.
Alright, so your armor class is lower.
Your armor class is 10 like me.
You got the
Join
ring,
the
though.
club.
What?
Oh, no, I'm
I
sorry.
confuse things.
My armor class is not 10. My armor class is 12.
You've got your shield and your ring, so it should at least be 15.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll
Oh yeah,
check.
with the
Hold
shield too, I didn't think of that. Can I roll
Pajama shield.
something to see if I know what this thing is?
on. It's all
Make-
pink and stuff.
Because I would recognize it too, right?
You do recognize it. You come in and you're like, oh, something's going on, and you come over and you pull out your axe, and then you like freeze for a second because it turns and it looks at you, and you notice the wound in its throat, the markings on its face. This is one of the men that you killed.
So what am I rolling? To see if I can tell what
If
it
you
is.
know what it is, make an Arcana check.
Alright. That would be a 18.
18.
And I am a paladin, so I know about this type of
You-
stuff typically.
Well,
I know what you're trying to get. You are aware it's an undead. This thing should be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Its movement and Zephyr has never actually come across an undead before in his life. He's never seen a zombie, never seen anything like that. And this is the first time you're like, oh, well, this has to be one. So it's a little alarming to you to finally see a corpse come to life. It's definitely a little freaky.
Alright. I will.
You know, I didn't show anybody this. I did tweet about it, but Marissa, Nikki, made me this awesome DM screen that none of you can see because it's down here, and it's super awesome.
I thought the whole time that the banner on the stream was
Yeah, everybody
the
gets
DM
that.
screen.
I'm going to go
It
ahead.
looks like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, no,
it
I
is
don't
the
need to
DM
do
screen.
that.
Isn't there a dim screen that's just like that?
yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So-
Okay,
Yeah.
I just put the image on the overlay.
Yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna attack twice.
it took me that long to
Alright.
notice.
So when it looks like I'm looking at my computer, it looks
Cool.
like
With a 28
Cool.
28 hits.
and over 20.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and put a second level Divine Smite on one of the hits.
Divine Smite? That is extra damage to undead, does it
It
not?
does. It does an extra. It does an extra 1d8.
Kill this fool.
So it's 3d8, and then if I'm doing a second a level, and then so it's 3d8 for the level for this one, for the level 2, plus a d8 because it's an undead energy, may I? Plus 3 more d8 for the level 1.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh yeah.
I shoot an arrow and do 20 damage. He's like, wow, that's a lot. He hits with his thing, is like 78 damage, and he's like, okay, well then.
I played
We have
in
since
one of
nerfed
my
this,
games,
Marshall,
and
so
that's how
I thought you might want to know
everyone
that.
else
I thought you might want to know we have nerfed this.
Sneak attack?
I don't care. I'm just
Okay,
commenting.
interesting.
Well, I have the thing that lets me reroll
Talk to
ones
you
or
more about it on
twos.
break.
Hold on.
Because I do. One of my most in-depth gods is that guy.
So, and I'm curious actually to see what people think about this too. So I have the fighting style lets me reroll 1s and 2s on great weapon hits, but Jacob and I decided that I can't reroll that for my divine smites, even though technically those are dice related to the great weapon hit because it's also using a spell slot to get them.
Jeremy
So I can
Crawford-
only reroll the d12s, not the d8s.
Jeremy
No
Crawford
ones or twos.
officially on Twitter even went out and said, nope, you don't get to re-roll it on smites. It's only the weapon damage.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
29, which is why we decided to do that. 36.
Which is why he was doing so much damage, is because he'd roll his divine smite and be like, oh, there's some ones, re-roll those.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Still, it's 60 damage.
I was gonna say,
Oh my gosh!
that didn't change very much.
No, I also got extra d8s because it's
So crazy.
You run in and you see it,
It
and
is
it's
undead,
this
yeah.
terrifying thing to you, Zephyr,
No,
to
that's-
all of you.
that's
And
it.
Zephyr looks at it, and it's like an anime. His eyes like, oh my god. He's like, nani? Smites it, and you sear into it, and this holy light just begins to explode off of it. And there's almost like a mini sonic boom that happens in the room as it looks like this thing just takes so much damage from Zephyr's simple swing that hits it. And it kind of falls onto the ground. It's literally missing its entire arm and a piece of its leg, and it's struggling to stand up.
Viola, you know much about undead?
Hey, Lantica, you're running. You're 20 feet away.
I don't care which one it is. That's the name I said. You know much about undead?
I don't know what the hell's going on, and she just runs in.
See them running in. You run over. You turn in. You
There's
see
a
this
dead guy in our
mess.
house. Just kill it.
Huh?
You just see this
There's
mess.
a
You
dead guy
see
in our
somebody you don't
Kind of hard
recognize.
to do.
He's yelling at you
Fighting
to do things.
a zombie. You think with Olivier with that armor on and with Zephyr striking
Ooh,
it down, and
scandalous.
there's a robot. And
I
you're
know.
like, oh jeez.
I'm
My
assuming I
name.
can get in there and.
You can get in there. It's on the ground actually, so you'll have advantage on poking it if you want to.
I
You
know.
have advantage on poking it.
I'm
Okay.
poking it.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke it.
You take 12 poking damage.
That's a 25.
You poked it.
25 roll damage. And that's a sneak
That's a
attack.
sneak attack.
Wait a
Let's
minute.
finally have a rogue.
I
Hold
did
the
not
tick.
know that. I
And,
did
and it's not me.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm doing something on accident. Oh my gosh.
On me with that camera? How dare you?
So, that's
The camera's got it.
Even worse.
So multiple people.
Wow.
Wait, what happened?
He's cheating on me with the audience.
Yep.
Watching over there.
Making googly
What?
I don't know why, but googly eyes does not sound like a sexy thing to give somebody. I don't think it's like googly. I mean, I know it's, but it just sounds funny. Like, you know what? You were like, he's giving them googly eyes, and I figured like, yeah. I picture your eyeballs like popping out, and like,
He's like, what up, girl?
yeah, exactly. She's just like,
20 damage.
20 damage.
And then she's going to pull out the crossbow and do a shot.
Well, you kill it.
Oh, okay. Never
You
mind.
stab it, and you're like, oh, how do you kill it?
Stab it in the kidney.
I kill it with googly eyes.
Stab it in its kidney.
Stab him in the kidneys.
Sure,
Actual cannibals, area
she'll like flick her sword, stab in the kidneys, swipe up, and then just behead it.
And you pull out a kidney, and then you behead it, and the
And then
kidney
you're like,
hits the wall, and it hits the ground.
Can I
and it
change
just-
rooms?
And the head just it barely moves. Actually, it's so quick. It just decapitates, and the entire thing just stops.
Don't know how much taking a kidney out of an undead matters, but the head decapitation, good choice.
I'm gonna grab the head.
Ew.
Put it.
You
grab
recognize
the head,
that
you
too,
pick it
right,
up.
Olivier?
Maybe you should take that. Why is it even in here? Give us a haunted house?
That looks like yawns and then like.
You like
What's
stumble
going on,
over
guys?
it. You see a corpse.
With like slippers and like a
Yeah.
mud
What's going on?
Her
Like, whoa.
PJs have bears on them.
Oh shit. Well,
Who the bloody hells are you?
well, my name's Vincent.
You look a lot
Oh,
like
shit.
Viola. Have you met her?
Yeah, I have met
Is that a
her.
clan
She's
speak?
like me, but not.
You should.
No.
Like, one second.
You should have. Maybe. Let me check.
Where's
Wait,
Viola?
because he's a
I
fox.
have to wait for the DM.
It's
Wait.
not too
Mr.
bad.
DM, sir.
He's a fox, so foxes don't really climb.
I think you have the.
Foxes
Let me double
totally
check.
climb.
Yeah, but they're not as good as
I've
cats.
never seen a fox climb before.
Yeah, they do. They do it a lot, and that's why they hunt foxes. Is they try to have foxes round them up to a tree, and they get up. They just can't climb very well,
Yeah.
because then they can't get back down very well.
Aw.
So sometimes they chop down a tree, and then they have the fox fall out and they get them.
I mean, bears can climb trees, but if you play a
Wow.
bear race, you don't get a
I
climb.
never knew.
No, it's cool. It's not on my thing, so if I don't have it on, I have it.
Me neither.
Ooh.
I should have
I
it.
gave you
Oh
something
no, you
instead of
do.
it though. Let me
You-
check what it is.
Oh well, you do if
I
you're
have
like
problems.
literally a bear.
Quick reflexes, I
I
have
have
canine
a
teeth, and I have perfected senses.
Bears just have climbing.
Well, it's okay. Don't slow the game down for this.
Well, you guys are doing your
Is he
thing.
dead?
No, I
Is
have
it-
to
is it
tell
done?
you something
Mm.
because I need to do it.
Mm.
I'd like to go to my room, get my little earring, and then come back with it on. See,
Sorry, let me tell him this really quick. Yeah, instead of the climbing speed, I gave you the quick reflexes, which instead, once per short or long rest, you can use reaction to. You basically have uncanny dodge once per game.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Perfect.
foxes are faster than
No,
they are more
I dig
about climbing, so I gave you that.
It's full. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yep, that was not the right word that
It's
came
like
out.
a
And I meant to say
magic
cool,
item,
and
see?
for some reason cool came out. I don't know why.
You watch, all of you see, maybe not you, probably you. You watch as this strange tiefling you've never met before pulls out this earring, puts it on, and then transforms magically into Viola. Then takes it off and turns back into Vincent, and then is like
Hey,
going
Viola,
back and
as
forth.
fun as that is, maybe we should talk about this whole.
oh yeah, I'd
thing
like
right
to go
here.
over and look at it a little bit and see if I know what it is.
It is dead. You guys can't tell it is dead.
I'm gonna. Let's just grab the body. Let's
I'll
go
tell
to
you
the
what
living
later,
room
please.
area real quick. I don't really want this
It's
in my room.
strange though because when you were first fighting it, it had this like darkness around it. Like this magic was kind of like seeping through like its veins that were already dead, and it was healing the wounds back together. As soon as Zephyr came in and hit it, all of that was gone and it died.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
You came in and hit it, and then you came in and stabbed it. It was done. It was like, oh.
Radiant
okay.
damage.
So I know I'm new to your group. Seems like a few things maybe I could ask about. Because,
Yeah, you did meet us
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, for sure. So, this is a
Okay,
thing.
you know how we call
You're-
the wanted wanderers?
Yes.
Well, I'm wanted by people, and this is a way to, boop.
Clever.
keep-
I like it.
yes.
I like it.
So I really look like this.
Got any more of those?
I mean, you can put it on. You can't have it.
Oh,
I
well.
can maybe make you one.
So we also need
Nah,
to deal
it's
with the
alright.
fact that Olivia and I have seen this guy before, and
Would he
that's a
remember this
problem.
guy?
I asked him, and he said I recognized him.
You
Oh,
did
okay.
recognize him.
You seen this dead guy before?
Can you just grab the other part of the body and let's just go to
Yep.
the living room?
What do you want to do?
I'd like to look at
Probably a
it
good
and
idea.
see if I know what it is using my sage ability.
Cool.
Make
As we
it-
take
make
it to
an
the
Arcana
living
check.
room, and we can do it in there. Which one? No, it's undead, but never seen any of these before.
Arcana 17.
17. And with your sage ability, you know you could learn more in that library that you found at Lanticaya. You know that this thing is an undead. It's a revenant, specifically. Purely because you're aware that it's dead, it's come back to life, and it's a lot stronger than normal. At first you're like, it's probably a ghoul. But ghouls are different types of undead. This one has come back for some reason. You don't know why. Typically revenants have a reason they come back to life. It's typically not by necromancers or anything like that. So that's the part that's confusing you. You recognize it a little bit, though. You recognize the markings. They're the same ones that the Zerial cultists had. So you're confused. You're like, this should be a revenant, but I don't know why it's alive or why it's trying to kill Olivier. Maybe it's not a revenant. I have no idea.
Alright.
Did we wake up in the middle of our rest? Or did we get a full
Um,
night's rest? Is it like early morning? What's going on?
Yeah, the sun's almost rising.
So we got a full night's rest?
Sure. We'll say yeah.
Yes.
You luckily
I
were
used
woken up
things. Oh, I just
right
never
at
mind.
5 a.m.
I
Never
feel
mind,
like
doesn't
I
matter.
wouldn't get that. Honestly.
A long rest?
Yeah.
I'm
Because of
going to
tossing
give you the
and
benefits
turning
of a
and stuff.
long rest. I'm going to give you a level of exhaustion
Okay,
because
that's
you
fine.
didn't sleep well.
He's gonna help pick up the bodies and
Yeah.
parts or whatever if we're not
Yeah.
already
I
carrying
have the
it.
head,
I'll
and I
take
think
the
he grabbed
There's a
the.
torso
okay.
and there's a head. It isn't
There's a
bleeding
liver,
lot.
like, on
It's
the-
kind of
yeah.
just
Gonna take an arrow and stab it into the liver.
black viscera.
That's really gross.
So, for the people that are
Advanced
joining
Kid,
us
you've also
now,
never seen
No,
anything
no,
like this
no idea what this is.
Yeah.
do you
I'm
know what
just in that-
Zerial is?
Zaria. Oh, yes. Ruri.
It's
That's
a
important.
god demon. I don't know what
She's
it
a
is.
Zerial is
Archdevil.
It's an
the
archdevil.
ruler
Archdevil.
of the
Alright.
first layer
Okay.
of hell.
Well, I don't really think we need to explain that.
Well, you guys
But-
did say you're like demon hunters, huh?
Yes.
It's a really
What,
Devil.
how
bad
long ago
person.
is it now? Like a month
Officially,
ago?
it's devil hunters, but I don't give a shit. So
Devil hunters. Okay.
And they were
apparently there's a
people.
difference.
There were people trying to bring her back to this
And
plane,
they succeeded.
and
They did.
there was 2 different places where this happened, and in the place that Zephyr and I were at, we killed all of them. And this was one of the people I killed.
Did they summon this devil, this demon, in somewhere near Ongrin? Is it somewhere in that?
About a
Where did
month-
it? Where did they get summoned at?
About a month
Near
north.
the Red Keep. Not the red cube.
The red keep.
Near the
The
red
red
cube.
About
What is this red keep?
somewhere in Westeros. About a month north, she disappeared after completing the job
She
that
can
the
fly.
Southerners had for her. I don't know if she's still here or not, but
So we don't-
might be.
She's
We don't
somewhere
know
in
where she
Sunder, we
is.
think.
No.
Oh my gosh.
But now they're all coming out of the ground. So.
So this is now a thing. Like this is gonna happen a lot.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys say that, and the sun begins to bleed into the room outside of the windows of the shattered glass of your villa, there is a sudden loud, deep, like bass-like booming sound. And you just hear. You guys look outside and you dart over. You see what looks like magic, some form of light, almost like a bubble going around the entirety of the city, just climbing up the side of it.
Like a shield.
Like in Harry
Kind of,
Potter?
yeah.
What the hell?
For you guys, it totally looks like a bubble shield.
Like in
Is
Harry
your character
Potter?
Is
Like in Harry Potter?
unusual?
When they're trying to protect Hogwarts.
I'm gonna use my ability,
Okay,
Perfected
I always wanted
Senses.
to use that spell.
alright.
As an action, I gain a plus 20 bonus to my perception checks.
Holy crap.
Okay.
What?
That is a cool ability.
I'm gonna step outside the building though, and I'm gonna like look around.
You go over towards the window, or are you going towards the first floor?
Oh, that's right. We're on the second floor. I thought we went down to the living room.
We did.
We did.
Oh, so you are on the living
Yeah,
room.
multiple
There's a
times we
window.
said we're gonna go
So
ahead
the way
and go to
the way that your villa works is like the back faces the outside of the city, because it's kind of shaped kind of like a bowl, and the back of your house faces inwards, and that's where you can see it. So you can go to the back window and look and see better.
I'm gonna go put armor
You start putting your armor on. What kind of
Oh
armor? do you have?
yeah, I should do
on.
that.
Plate
I'll go
plus
put-
one.
I'll go put
Plate,
mine
is
on.
that heavy or light?
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Heavy. It's gonna take you 10 minutes to put
You
on.
know, if we help each other do it, it'll take 2. It takes 1 minute if you have someone helping you.
Oh,
Sure.
I'm gonna go grab.
Zephyr helps you put your armor on.
I'm gonna
And then
go-
vice versa.
All right.
Would hope.
I also
No.
put on my,
Nah, bish, you
No.
can do it
It's not
yourself.
paying attention.
You're gonna what?
just put on my leathers.
Takes 10 seconds.
Hey, yours is like
put
putting a
my
shirt on.
name on.
Ours is like
I'll
change that,
face
yeah.
plate, back plate,
Yep.
arm, other arm, other arm.
You're a boy.
I am a boy.
You're a boy.
Why did you make us think you were a girl?
Because
Real
I'm
boy
hiding
now.
from people, and then I didn't want to tell anyone, and then when I did tell
That's
them,
not
they were
what
very
it is.
upset.
I know.
You're hiding from people?
I am hiding from a lot of people.
I thought you knew this group.
I thought I did too.
Yeah.
So you run out of the back door, and you're gonna just look.
I'm looking around trying to see what's going on.
Make a perception check.
It's nothing
Okay.
against
If
you.
you're
I just
Plus 1.
Yeah,
I didn't want to tell anyone.
Nice. And I'm gonna like run around the building wherever like, I can
Understand.
see the most of whatever I can possibly see. I guess.
You
I don't know.
guys, who's down with Neelix?
We're getting armor on, so
I
probably in
threw
a
mine
minute.
on.
Who went down and moved the body down with him?
We did, but then we went back
We
up
went
and put
back
on
up.
armor.
All right. So as soon as you guys get down there, you see this happen outside, and you guys start putting your armor on. You watch as Neelix's eyes. They're like little, like like cat eyes, like little slits. They just they open up massive, and he runs over to the window and starts looking around. He's like,
So this will be 31.
Oh hey, here's how you beat a rogue, guys.
Yeah.
You look out the window and you see the entirety of the city. Look over, you see the forest. The forest is still unnerving, weird, magical, and it's weird. It's almost like it's blurry. Like, like looking at a black light?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, it's hard to look at. Everything else is in perfect detail for you, though. You're like zooming in, like looking down at everything. You see people running throughout the streets. A few of them are freaking out at what's going on. You see guards being moved and pushed to different sectors of the city. As you look up, you see this magical bubble shield begin to slowly form over the entirety of the city and kind of fill up at the top. And you kind of trace back, you look over, you can see it's being put out by 4 points on the city. 4 towers, each with a crystal on them that is activating this bubble shield. As you look around and you even look past the bubble shield itself, you can see something outside the city. It's like really far, and it's really difficult for you to notice, and you kind of try to begin to focus, and you begin to look, and you see these horrid looking creatures right outside the door. They have these massive ballistas, dozens and dozens of these They're non-human. They've got horns and weapons. They look like, in what your mind, a demon or a devil would be, right outside the city. Leading all of them, you see this huge being. It is a minotaur that stands about 3 stories tall.
Oh boy.
A long cloak that's tattered at the end, a massive battle axe at his side, this huge ring in between his nose, and this like dark bronze skin with red flared hair out on the side. And it just begins to move towards the city, and then eventually he holds up his hand, and all of his men behind him stop. And he turns, and he just, and you watch as one of the trebuchets in the back just, and you see this meteor hit the bubble shield outside the city, and it just kind of just ripples off the side. It looks like it did nothing to the shield.
I'm gonna use a spell slot
Okay.
and do primal awareness. I can spend one range of spell slot to sense whether an aberration, celestials, dragons, elementals, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile. And I can I can tell where they're at.
Yes.
I mean, there's the whole area, this is all of them right there in front of me.
It goes out everywhere. The city is within a mile, so you're getting outside the city. You are picking up
Oh, it's up to 6 miles.
6 miles.
It's within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you are in your favored terrain.
All right,
Which I'm in my
read
favorite terrain.
read me everything that you can check.
Aberrations, celestials,
No.
dragons.
We'll go. I'll tell you how many there
Oh.
are. Aberrations. Is it all of them?
I don't get to know how many there are. I just know if they're there.
Oh yeah, you got fiends.
Okay. Celestials,
Celestials.
dragons.
So, hang on, Celestials.
Hi.
You're
Like
not
half.
A little
Celestial.
Did you say it was like half celestial? Sort
You're
of.
blessed by Celestial. You aren't Celestial.
Okay.
No
So I'll be an
Celestials.
Dragons.
Wait.
Wings.
Yes.
That is definitely with that.
1. You have Celestials. Does it specifically? Does it tell you how many?
No, it just says this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Okay.
So I can just sense that they're
So aberrations? No. Celestials? Yes.
dragons,
Yes.
elementals,
Yes.
fae,
Yes.
One of the giant men.
fiends,
Yeah.
undead.
Yep.
I'm gonna run back in.
The only one you didn't get was
So
aberration.
we're coming down with our arm around that.
You're like,
So does everyone go,
you come back.
all my hair is up.
Are you okay?
My tail's been straight up.
You guys are putting your armor on as Neelix runs up.
So, there's a lot of bad things out there. It's,
I figured the bubble shoot
What's
you know what that is?
No, what is it?
looks like a bubble shoot.
I don't.
Oh, I had no idea. So you've been here before. You've dealt with these things before.
We have no idea what's going on.
What
What
do
is
you
going
see?
on?
There's a whole lot of fiends and demons or whatever it is you guys normally deal with. There is a giant thing with horns and flaming hair. I don't know what it is. And they are launching things at the city. It looks like this dome is protecting that.
Zephyr pushes everybody out of the way and starts moving.
Where are you going?
Zephyr.
Oh, does he take on armors by himself?
At the door.
You stop.
Do you think it's a good idea to just walk away from us?
No, but I think it's a good idea for us to go there now. Sounds like we have another demon war on our hands.
Yes, and the 6
I
of us
gotta
are going
go.
to deal with it.
I mean, they've got this shield put up. It seems to be stopping some of the.
Can I roll Arcana on the shield?
Take an inspiration. Yes. Roll Arcana.
25.
25.
Yes.
Are we doing stacking inspirations? Because I already have one.
25. You know you could probably learn more about it in the library here, but you actually don't really know what it is. It looks like shield, but it's staying for a long time. This has got to be some strange magic. It's not necessarily a spell.
Can I roll about the giant demon with flaming hair that he described? Or is that not enough information?
Yeah, roll.
I would describe everything you said, but I just don't know that it's a minotaur. I'm assuming.
Can I roll it too?
Or do I know that it's a minotaur?
You're aware of it.
Oh, okay. It's a minotaur.
Yeah, you two can roll.
What am I rolling?
Well, if you roll history.
13.
Dirty 20.
Zephyr, you don't know who this is. Dirty 20. You're aware, you could probably learn more about it. Not here, actually. They probably wouldn't have much information here in Whitecap. You might have to go to a different city. Maybe Avernus might have more information. What'd you get, 19?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? You've heard of this archdevil before. You're aware it's an archdevil. The tricky part about archdevils is their names. Their names are like super, hold a lot of power. It's how you summon them. It's how you can charm them. It's not by just saying their name, but like you can't do really anything to an archdevil unless you know their name. This thing, you're aware of a lot of different names it could have, and you're aware of 2. It could be named. Give me one moment. And you don't know any other names that this one could have. You are aware of something that could know what his name is and could possibly reveal more information about these things, and you've definitely heard of this before. Many scholars have. It's called the Book of Fire. Some say reading it will literally turn you evil, but some people, somebody like you is like, hey, that's information.
Do I know where it is? The land of
There are some copies of it. You think it could be here. But with the whole ban on necromancy and crap like that, you're not sure if they would have it. Maybe tucked away somewhere. Maybe here. Probably Avernus. Maybe definitely at Crestop they would have it.
Okay.
But you are not sure of his name.
But I know that it's an archdevil.
You're aware the description matches one of an archdevil. Don't know the name though.
So are we fighting this army?
Oh, an archdevil in his army? No.
This guy seems like he wants to go. Sounds like fun.
How many are out there?
I don't know. Looked huge.
He looks
Probably die.
How many people? How many of his fiends are with him?
Oh, I don't know.
Too many to account?
Just saw a large army, yes.
Okay.
You sure he's an archdevil?
He fits the description of one, yes. I don't know his name or what he can do, but
And you're aware, Zephyr, that the only reason you know Zariel's name is because you were a servant of her. So it's like knowing their names is very, very, very powerful.
Let me know. I'm game. I'm gonna run upstairs and get my leathers. Put them on.
Sometimes you're not even certain that's actually her real name. Sometimes they just take fake names.
Is that how it works? Is we need, and I would be aware that I need to know the name to damage.
Not really, but to affect it, and their name holds a lot of pride. So knowing their name is like a privilege. You're such a mortal and so insignificant that you don't even get the privilege of knowing my name. That's like, okay, I have to earn your name. Like that's kind of what it is. So like, there's a lot of power behind their own names. Whereas like they're not in the demons. The demons are like Demogorgon. Everybody knows who Demogorgon is.
I do think we have to defend the city. I do think we should defend the city.
yes, we should defend the city. I don't know how well we're going to do it or for how long.
We may need to reconvene.
It's enough to help.
I'll answer.
Yeah.
I'm still
It's
kinda
just
standing
peering through
in
the
the
thing.
door.
There's a woman knocking on the door
We
on
have
the
two
ground. Wanderers, and
Yeah?
you see Sheila, the woman with the crystal
Oh.
spiders, and she says, "I need your help."
With the
What?
archdevil at the
Yeah, something like that. We gotta act quick. Look, they're we got something on our doorstep. We don't know what it is.
Do you have it with you?
What?
The thing you got on your doorstep?
It's not.
Do you mean like figuratively?
I meant there's an army at that side of the walls.
town's
That
doorstep?
was yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That was a pretty good joke. I'm really scared. Anyways, yeah, we've got devils outside our city.
One of them's
Really
an
big one.
archdevil.
Right. I just got this information.
Well, don't worry. These guys are devil hunters. Huh?
You're not fighting. You're not. No.
No.
What can we do?
What do we need to do?
It's risky. I'm only coming to you because I know my own people can't do it.
What is it?
The Betrayer's Grove in the center of the city can help us. There's a legend that says there's some kind of power on the inside that could protect the city in case it ever happened. It's old, ancient legend that had to come from eons ago when the original humans who built this city came into the grove to protect themselves from the devils who ruled over that world. It's a risk. I think it could work.
Do you know what it is?
My own people went in to try to go deal with it themselves, but I know they can't go through the trials. Nobody's done it.
Do you know what it is that we're looking for in there?
Yes, it's
Book of Fire?
no, not the Book of Fire. It's
Do you
this
know where that
thing
is?
called let me get my notes. Is it Mordelia? Is that what I named it to you? I think that's what the name was. Give me a second.
I just picture her pulling out an actual notepad, like,
Like, hang on, I have it written down.
line.
Mortophilia? The mushroom?
Yes, that's it. 1 second.
I have mortophilia.
Mordophilia. Mordethelia with a TH.
Oh, I put it. Oh,
Kind of sounds like you have a
I know. I was gonna. That's what I was thinking.
Wait, what is
fetish
this
for
thing?
mushrooms.
Yeah, it does.
There's this ancient spirit that had power over the forest. Its name is Mordethelia. Mordethelia. I can't remember. Mordethelia. I think that's what it is. It's a mushroom. It's got power. It's got magic or something. I don't know what it is. But according to legend, lore, and history books, he's dead. I think.
because people saw his
Betrayed him.
power,
Yeah.
yes.
But if we beat these
However,
trials,
there are some rumors that says if you beat the trials through the forest, you can get you can bring him back. You can get some magical powers.
and that might be enough for us to repel that army out there.
Right. Well, at least protect the city.
Let's go.
But, I mean, I can pay you if you want to. I mean, I don't expect this of you.
Pay us if we get out.
All right, I'll do that. I'll grant you whatever you want, within reason for us
Of course.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you'll already be doing this, but all I want is your people to help repel this army.
We're doing our best. There's not much we can do outside the city. Our people aren't built for war. My people aren't built for war.
What about parlaying with those blood whatever? What the fuck do they call that one?
Bloodsworn?
Bloodsworn.
Yeah, if we could find them.
What about
See what
your portal thingy? Is that in this shield? Is that not going to keep you safe?
It will. Not for very long.
Right.
But
we
how
should
long
leave
do we
them.
have?
We'll try to be fast.
I don't know.
Hmm. This is fun.
Good thing we already put our armor on, I guess. I'll go grab my backpack and then
Yep.
Let's go.
come down.
We're
You guys
quite
see
the
another.
adventurous crew.
You see another hit the shield, and another one explode off the side of it. The shield kind of ripples, almost like a real bubble, and it, almost like the entire thing's made out of liquid, and it still holds there. But
Try to remain safe because you seem to be our only
we will.
way
Please
for contact.
be careful. You're my last hope.
Well, I don't know who you
No one
are.
can
I was gonna say, help us only hope.
All right. Is everyone
Let's
ready?
do it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys make your way through the city. There's chaos. People are pushing past one another. Other people are like packing up their things, and guards are like, "You can't go anywhere. They're surrounding the city." And they're like, "We have nowhere to go." People are moving past. Some people fly by on a broom. It's
I'll get
you're
you,
just
my
pushing past
please.
people, trying to get to the center of the city, and you do make it to the center where there is no one. No one gets near this forest, even in times of crisis. It is empty right outside this entrance as you just gaze in to the unsettling darkness that this grove has. It's that scene in Lord of the Rings when they fall onto the little hillside and the things are coming and it gets like longer, but it also comes in. It's like that weird camera shot. It's that as you stare into it, and it's almost like it stares back at you.
Well, this is
No way to go
spooky.
but in.
There's no point in prolonging it, so let's just go.
As soon as you guys step in, previously you almost had to will yourself to go inside, but this time you step in almost with a bit of confidence. And it's almost like the forest says, okay, come in.
I'm gonna say if anyone needed to, they would need a +3. They'd get a +3.
You guys step in and begin to walk into the forest with these leaves and sticks kind of crunching underneath you. And you as a druid start getting this really weird feeling, and you as a ranger as well, as the grass kind of turns from like this green into like this curled dark blue. As you begin to kind of make your way in, the leaves sort of die as you make your way in, and there's this like unsettling cold wind that suddenly brushes over as you step into the forest. And as soon as you do, the trees are very, very thick, along with bushes and grass and vines. And as soon as you do, you watch as the ground underneath you just begins to sort of rumble and shift, and from behind you, the dirt curls and moves and seals you in.
Oh,
Is
now
that
we go.
normal?
Out of the
Where do we go
ground. You're so confused.
You're like,
No,
the
is
ocean
that-
doesn't do this.
Is that how forests
The
work?
ground itself actually begins to spill upwards. Vines begin to suddenly grow around you and move, almost trapping you into this space as the trees kind of curl over, blocking out any sort of sunlight that was coming up around you, creating this dark, very spooky looking forest around you
Vegan.
with only one way to go. The drift globe begins to glow, and it kind of illuminates this area with this very faint light, with forward as your only destination with these grass and vine-like walls.
You guys know that meme with the dude and he's like, there's like a butterfly?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine like, is this a forest?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was what you were referring to. I was like, nice.
I know the meme.
Zephyr,
Olivia,
if
I
you're
need
all
like
right
a
with it,
stick
I'm
to
gonna...
like push you guys
Yeah.
into
Reach.
those war track things, yeah.
it's better now for me to be.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can reach, but
I think you should take up the back.
Not that far.
Alright guys,
What's that?
That's for me to
let's
do.
get our marching orders.
spear.
Okay.
I'm first.
Mechanics speaking, my aura affects people as long as they're within 10 feet of me. So it's actually best for me to be
Can't
smack
reach.
in the middle.
Okay.
So I'll go after. So you, then Bellix, then me. Are you cool going second?
Are you
What?
gonna go second?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's Olivier, Bellix,
Hey, you're a
Zephyr.
tank.
Me?
You sure you don't?
I don't have
Want me
high
in the
armor
front.
class.
I
Yeah,
can
you have a lot of health.
track through these
Yes.
forests like no other.
Yes.
But we don't know what we're searching for.
Alright, who's first?
Me.
You got it.
Stay in the back.
We got
with me.
Felix next.
All right.
You got it. Quite an interesting group.
And then we've
Enjoy
got...
the adventure.
Me.
Oh, I'm just covering up his camera. Hey guys!
Well, let's see what this looks like.
Yep. More spice
yeah.
for the chat.
Where, I'm glad that was good. Who's after Bellix?
Zephyr.
Oh, boy,
And then
boy.
who's after Zephyr?
I could go after Zephyr.
Yeah,
Lady.
and then
Lady.
me, and then
And then we got Neelix in the back.
me.
For some reason.
For some reason, the ranger of the forests is good.
Is in the back.
Well, you didn't really say anything until we had agreed, so.
Right. Okay.
That's not right at all, but
Neelix is gonna look on the ground for tracks.
Tracks?
Anything that can suggest anything in any direction.
I will tell you right now. Yeah, you don't have to roll.
Oh, okay.
So, the trees and the bushes and the vines begin to kind of warp around you, and some of them open up into pathways. And around these pathways, on the ground, are 4 flowers. Well, 3 on that one, 4 on that one. And they go in a row. On the first one, you have a red flower, a blue flower, and a green flower. And the next one, you've got a purple, a green, a red, and a green. And then you've got more of the hallway that continues forward. You know what? I think Logan has something that can help me. So decide what you're doing.
Bellix wild shapes into a donkey and then starts looking for a blue flower with red thorns.
That was good. That was good. That was solid. That was solid. I almost wanted to jump on your back and be like, "Woo!"
No!
He would jump on your back. Someone cut me down from 8 seconds.
What?
You know, riding a bull. Did you have the last 8
Oh,
seconds?
sure, okay. I mean,
What if I
Just a
use
donkey.
this bow?
Do it.
Don't use the
There's
bow.
a spear!
gosh.
There's a
Don't use the
spear!
bow.
That's a real spear,
What about
though.
So?
That's a
That's a
real
real
bow.
bow.
Big.
Okay.
Alright,
That's not too big.
no, this is fine. We're just gonna use
Oh,
a bow
bloody hell.
to move.
Actually, that
everybody.
makes
Alright.
sense because you got
Because
the
you
little
can't
string.
grab and pull.
Yeah.
Alright.
Everyone feel free to be upset at Jacob for this.
It'd be so
Great.
funny if this just explodes in my face.
Uh,
Okay, so, hey Spencer, can you do something for me? Can you tilt the camera up? Because I'm gonna stand a lot.
But everyone seems to love your torso.
Unscrew the hand thing right there. Yep. And I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. Hello.
What happens if you sit down?
I'm going. So I'll just stand.
It's just your hair.
All right.
Blue.
So
Sonic is
that's
blue.
what you see. The forest also continues there.
We could just keep going straight.
Let's just go straight.
I don't understand this coral that you're.
It's not
Coral.
It's
Those are
flowers.
flowers.
Oh, well, whatever it is.
Come down to Haru. This works.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
There
just do
you
that.
go.
Just do that.
There you go.
We're gonna pretend Olivier's the entire party. You see two green flowers right here.
Okay.
Then you see a circular blue room with blue flowers growing around the
No,
outside.
it's fine to leave us all over there just so we can keep track of what our order
how do you
was.
So
move
you
them?
guys start getting further in. I can just use my hand. You do see some writing, but it's written in you can tell it's writing, but you cannot read it. It is some strange language.
You're gone.
Can a druid read it?
Yes.
The flowers, are they like, it's like, this is unnatural. Like, this seems like a thing. Or what
The
is it?
flowers are weirdly placed. They definitely weren't grown here naturally.
Okay.
So like magic?
What?
Magically grown?
Maybe? You're not entirely sure. Everything here seems weird, magical, and strange. There's this fog that kind of just sits on the ground. It's got this weird, like, purplish tinge to it that kind of just exists everywhere. You would almost think it's like this noxious poison that just takes up everything, but instead it just makes you feel uneasy. And as you come to the end, Bellix, you can actually read the wall. You're like, oh, I know that language by instinct. It's
Such
Druidic.
weakness.
Yeah. How to play Druid. Give me one moment.
It's from the Bard, or How to Play Druid video.
I don't remember.
He wrote on our wall, Bards suck big nuts.
Oh.
But it was supposed to be in Druidic.
That's
It's
funny.
still on our
So
wall.
the entire scene is Jacob and I looking, being like, we can't read that. It's so poetic, though. I don't
If you look really closely at our apartment wall, you can still see Bards suck big nuts. Anyone like a cheetah?
I'll take a cheap. Huh? I'll take a cheap.
Can I help you?
No.
You're just looking right at me. So I'm like,
Would you like a
I
cheetah?
just saw how we were in this direction.
hi Tyler.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm decent.
Yeah,
That's about it. Yeah.
that's-
It's
The
not
chat
better
wants
than that.
you to let the spice into your soul so you can be enlightened.
No, I'm not gonna bird box this thing.
Bird Box?
Yeah.
It's a movie on Netflix or something.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it yet, but everyone's
Just
talking
look at
about
Twitter.
It's not that great.
It's all over my Twitter. It won't go away.
it. Mhm.
There's a lot of questions I have for that movie, so it's in the.
I don't know. I don't really want to watch it.
It's actually not as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Why is spice become a meme?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They just started
Spice?
saying spice. You spice?
Yeah, spice is a meme.
Spice?
Spice?
Do you spice? It's a critical role.
They're asking if my Cheetos are spicy.
If you're gonna say spicy, you have to say spicy.
Here's the problem. Ask Spencer if anything is spicy, and she will say no. Because
Just wasabi
she does not. She's not affected by
A
the
ghost
spice.
pepper.
Ah.
Just a pure ghost pepper. Not spicy enough.
Mm-mm.
Have you had a pure ghost pepper?
Yes, I've
before?
had a ghost pepper before. That was spicy. It's the only time that anything spicy's ever hurt my stomach. Was
Wow.
when I ate a ghost pepper
By itself.
by itself.
Why do you go Spencer?
Spencer,
That's
you
great.
need.
Jesus.
Yes, Spencer
Yes,
did pull out a
that
game
too.
point for some reason.
Oh, sorry. Trying to level up my rat-a-tat.
That's awesome.
This is while Jacob
Relatable.
Yeah. I got a Game Boy for Christmas, guys.
Yeah. Hey guys, while Jacob looks up his notes, AMA anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a
Wait, did you say?
AMA
I did.
anything.
You
I
meant to
did.
say
I'm
ask
not
me.
gonna talk about it. AMA means ask me anything.
Right. Okay.
I said AMA anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's like saying.
Ask me anything.
That's like
anything.
saying pin number.
Yeah.
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 That's what everyone always says enter your PIN number.
Mm-hmm.
At a grocery store.
Can you enter your pin number? No.
That spicy water? Yes, it is, Kevin Johnson.
Where?
I don't know. No, it's jalapeno milk.
Mm.
Ew.
That does not sound good.
Okay, no, like, do it right now, Kevin. While Jacob looks up all of his notes, just ask whatever.
The spice is clogging the chat. Oh man.
Cheetos are best snack.
This is the best anime.
Do I have
guys.
time to come back?
No one's
Yeah,
asking
go
you.
ahead.
We're getting so many questions we can't keep up.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like my crunchy ASMR.
I wonder if they can hear it. Probably with
can.
your mic they can.
I've got a
I
really
like how
good mic.
Jacob is in a void while he searches for his notes. It's so true.
Goodbye.
I see a flask of spice behind Tyler's head.
I don't see a glass.
Oh, it's the
of
absinthe.
There's absinthe back there.
Oh,
Dude.
ah.
Okay, I have a question for the chat. Have any of you ever drank straight absinthe? Because it is terrible. And never do it. Jacob and I made a mistake
Just
one
want to
day.
let everyone know that it's not actually absinthe behind him. It's just a bottle that once had absinthe in it.
It has something in it.
Yeah, it's water and food coloring.
Let's do this thing.
What is that?
Again. Candles.
I like this one more. That one smells like Christmas.
I do it.
I also like the green.
I like the green one.
Oh wait, no, I like the green one. 'cause the
Where?
green one smells more like Christmas. I like Christmas.
Christmas.
Goodness.
Shush.
Who has embraced
Alright,
the spice?
Lionheart's only question. Who has embraced the spice?
Not me.
Nope.
Nothing spicy.
A Dungeons and Dragons and drinking one shot? That sounds amazing.
Alright.
Go look at our Halloween one shot. Just watch Logan.
Alright, I'm
Yeah,
back.
just watch the end. Yeah, if you want to see the Dungeons and Dragons and drinking one shot, watch the end of the Halloween game.
Alright.
Yeah, that was.
You
oh
read it.
God.
Yes.
It's in this strange. You're having a hard time translating it, but it does move over to common easily in almost this weird sing-songy pattern, which is strange to you. You're like, okay, it's supposed to be read in common via Druidic.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, red spells enemies brought by the AT. Blue for the trials greatly.
Are you repeating this to us?
Yes.
Purple for solace and safety. Green is, and then there's like nothing, and then it says you'll die hastily. That's what it reads.
Can you? Do you have this written out? Like, do you want to just send this to us, or?
Yeah, could you read it one more time and I'll
Just
just...
write it down.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
was
like,
opening
so
my
that you
notes
didn't
while
have
you were
to,
saying
Say it again.
in case you didn't have to repeat it.
Red spells enemies brought by the AT. Like the number.
Okay.
Blue for trials greatly.
Okay.
Purple for solace and safety. Green is you'll die hastily.
that's
There's a
helpful.
space. It's like green is nothing. You'll die hastily.
Does it look like a word could fit there?
No.
Well, that's spooky.
It's just like an extra space.
It's more like it's like a cadence of
That's
speaking.
for-
It's like green
Oh.
is you'll die hastily. It's kind of you're like okay, it's weird poem shit. All right.
All right, well, so that tells us for the colors which way we should go. So we probably shouldn't go down the
So
double
you look
green.
down, yeah, and you see 2 green,
Not gonna do that.
a purple, a green, a red, and a green, and then up a red, a blue, and a green.
Neelix is gonna go over
Hey.
there where the flowers are blue.
I'm gonna
and
give you props
sniff
right
around.
now. This is really cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna go where?
Back to where the blue flower is, and he's gonna sniff around.
Don't
Yes.
don't break everything.
Oh, you went down it. Now you're dead.
So there's green, but then there's also red spells enemies
Hey, you know
from
what,
by the
Spencer? It's actually much easier if you lean over and move. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just have you do that.
I think we should go through the second one.
You're gonna
Second
sniff it.
Yeah.
Make a
On
perception
the
check.
first one? No, because
You have advantage because
But
you're good at
it's-
sniffing.
What
all
color
this
is
stuff
it?
for the blue one doesn't, or sorry, for the
Oh,
first one
first roll
doesn't
better
seem that
anyways.
great.
The second one is
21.
What we need to
21?
do, right? No, we
You
first
sniff it.
because
It smells
blue is for trials,
Stinky.
right? We need to find the trials.
like a stinky flower.
isn't the
Mm.
first
It's
one
like
that
weird.
we're
I'm not smelling the flower. I'm smelling like the pathway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The first.
Oh,
It's like if I can
yeah.
sense anything or smell
The
anything
second
that's
one
weird,
also-
like an animal
Oh!
or
The
creature.
first
Second
one
one
is
has
just
It's purple, not blue.
Is it purple, green, red, green?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the
Because I
first one is
imagine, I know what
red,
plants
purple.
smell like.
Definitely we're going first and
Each
second.
flower
We're not
smells
doing
differently.
third, right? We're all in
Okay.
agreement on
You
that?
figure that out.
Okay.
But you also
Death only one is not. That's not good.
smell.
The second one has a lot of depth in it too, right?
I think the first one's the best bet. Plus it has to trial, and that's what we're trying to go through, right?
Yes.
I think we're trying to do the trials.
Hey, I'm dumb. I have my own map of this, and I put it down somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I have it
Should've
over
brought
here.
Enemies from by the.
Did you
80.
bring it?
Did I write that
Sure
down?
did.
Right? Is that what you
Was
said?
there
Huh?
a-
Enemies from by the 80.
Let's go
Do you
through
want
it.
me to search for it a little?
Nah, it's
I
cool.
didn't write it down.
Oh man, I
It's
should.
kind of important for you
You-
to have
okay.
that, isn't it?
Nah, I remember it.
Jacob,
Oh.
you said enemies from by the 80.
Enemies brought by the 80.
I don't know what the
Brought
80
by
is.
the
Could I roll history to
I
see?
believe it was the 18.
80,
You
like
can
80.
roll history if you want.
80 enemies.
I would like to roll history.
Sure,
Enemies
roll
brought,
history.
like,
Like
literally
a lot
80?
of enemies.
18.
12.
Neither of you
Yeah,
know.
I figured.
Brought by the. Could you keep that
Enemies
outside
brought
the red?
by the 18.
Hopefully that doesn't. I hope that literally doesn't mean 80
We
enemies. for
encounter
every
Mr.
county.
T.
Can you bring that back up so I can write it down?
A pitted adventurer.
A stupid comment.
Oh, and you think you could find more about this in Whitecap?
Yay.
Yes, Jacob has disappeared from existence.
Sorry.
Don't worry, guys. He just cast invisibility.
AKA cast sitting down.
You
He does
smell.
that a lot.
Not much. You smell kind of like maybe a little bit of brimstone and like at first you think it's fungus, but it's not. It's like pus, like infection. A little bit of that, like brimstone, and then the flowers below you each smell differently.
I'm going to convey that to everybody else.
You're like you smell stuff down that way.
It smells weird.
Uh-oh.
So, what's the plan?
I think we should go down that way.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's better than all the other ways.
Fine.
Let's
Which
do
way? The
it.
way Neelix is facing?
Mm-mm.
The first one.
That's
The one Neelix is on? Or the one
Yes.
Viola's on?
The one Neelix is on.
The one Neelix
Not
is
the
on.
way he's facing.
Yeah, not the
yeah.
Are you gonna head down first, Neelix?
I mean, I'm there. I'll start walking.
Alright.
I mean, I'll wait for everybody else to catch up.
Go ahead and start moving everybody over.
Are you going down already?
Yep, I'm waiting for you guys.
Okay. Well,
I have a bow and arrow
Saves
ready.
up right now.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm just kind of walking around with it, kind of drawing.
Are there any
That's right.
blue there?
Craig?
Is it?
Yes,
Is it
it's
green? I was like,
red,
why would
blue,
you-
and then green.
Yeah.
So the green is still down this
Are there any
path.
still back here?
We can handle it.
No.
It's
There's
only
also
one.
blue flowers like
Yes, Craig is with you.
all
Please,
around
Spencer.
there, but
You go grab a Craig mini.
There's blue flowers all around it. I mean,
in the little circle.
I think
Oh,
that's
this-
water.
is that water
Those are
or
all-
blue flowers over
There's
there?
Blue
blue
flowers.
flowers.
Oh.
Was there anything else there? Did we search that?
Can
area?
I investigate that area?
Yeah, you head back. Roll investigation.
Goodness gracious, why didn't you do that?
Gosh, dang it. Not good.
Do we have a specific name
It's
for
really not good.
No.
Nope.
Grab a random one.
I got a 3.
3?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to next behind you,
Actually,
I'm
do find something.
Olivia?
gonna run over. Can I run over there?
You run over there. You find
A corpse.
A blue flower with red throats.
you find a bunch of blue flowers just growing here, along the walls, and they look like the blue flowers from over there. Can you roll a? D20.
Oops.
15.
Is it 15?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 15.
Okay, and can you roll a percentage?
Because you wild shaped. I'm like, what's up with the monster behind us?
Oh no, that's
No, that's Craig.
I didn't.
Oh,
wild
Craig, that's right.
That's
Craig.
There's just a quagga.
Like all of a sudden,
I
it's
got, I got a 69.
16.
Yeah. Second
I'm good at-
already
more
now.
spicy.
Okay.
You look around and you don't really look. You're like, I feel like there should be something in here. Oh, and you kind of look through, and there is this constantly moving, swirling vines, kind of centered over around the. Sorry, yeah, I disappeared from existence. You might have to keep moving it. These like vines and nature just kind of swirling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can actually pull my map now. Pull out the black one.
Can I run over there?
You run over, you see it too.
I want to investigate and search the area.
Roll investigation.
This is hard to do it.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
She's played her phone.
Survival checks. Recall information. Ooh, okay, that's good because I don't need that. 14.
14.
Yes. No, excuse me, 16.
You notice that the walls that are made of like vines and branches are almost impossible to push through and maybe make your way through. It's like the thickest you've ever seen. And sort of sitting in the bush in the back, there is this swirling mass of vines.
Is that the same thing I saw?
Mm-hmm. You both are just now looking at it.
Can I pull vines near it, like out of the way?
Yeah, you kind of push them out of the way, and you notice it's not holding on to anything. It's just floating there.
Hey guys,
Yes.
maybe we should come check this out.
All right.
We found these weird vines.
Can I go over there and roll Arcana?
Is she touching them and moving them? Like, are they...
She's like moved. She's not touching it. She's moved everything around it, and you notice it's now just like this floating ball of like vines, just moving and wriggling around.
Oh.
Can I roll Arcana on this?
Like it would be snakes, but it's not. It's vines. You can clearly tell. What?
Can I roll Arcana on them?
Sure.
Ooh, not that great. 13.
You're not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm trying to figure it out.
That's a hard sentence to say.
You're like, it's not an illusion. It's definitely there. It's probably something magical. You don't know what it is.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not really sure. This is just a weird anomaly of magic.
I touch it.
I assume this is normal.
Felix touches it. It pulls your hand in.
I'm gonna
and
grab
then,
her.
You grab her, but as soon as you do, you look over, and as soon as you grab fur, and you look down, and she's a bear.
I'm gonna jump
You
back
did
over.
not choose to turn into a bear. You are a bear now, though. You're a full brown bear.
Bear legs.
You just,
Okay, maybe just.
She's a
she-
bear.
she pulls the paw out.
She's a bear thing.
She's a bear.
And you're used to this, but this is not your magic doing this.
Oh, so she still has her consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to transform back out of
Oh,
that.
No. Your wisdom, intelligence, charisma are that of a bear. You are hungry, and you are a bear. You're Bellix. You know that. You just don't understand the concept of language, and you are a bear.
I'd start looking for food. Are there any bears?
The bear just begins sniffing you.
Aye.
You're aware that's a friend. You're like, good. Like, you're aware that's
Okay.
friend. You kind of are aware of what's going on and where you are, but it's just all dumbed down.
What do I think of the vines? Do
You
I look
look
like
at the vines, you're like, confusing.
What about the fishy person?
Food. But friend.
Fish are friends. Not food.
You're like,
Your friends, not
not food.
smells amazing. Like, if we're not friend, would eat.
she'll lick you.
The bear licks you.
Okay, she's never licked us before. Maybe, but Bellix, are you okay?
This is very noise. Yeah.
Why don't you
bother.
switch back? I don't know what you're trying to say.
She like rubs against you.
Can you not switch back?
Do you have food on you?
Like maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
You
like a
smell
ration.
some rations in her bag.
But like some
Actually,
I
oats.
sniff at it more.
Actually, I would have like some like fish rations.
You can smell fish.
I go to you.
The bear's like pawing at you.
What?
Hey,
Wasn't what?
I think it wants your food. Bellix, are you?
I hold out like a fish.
Can
She eats it.
I'll look
You
at
just
the
It's like a
take
raw
an
fish.
arrow out and just toss the arrow at the little vine thing.
It hits it and then bounces and falls on the ground. It doesn't stick into it.
I'll look over at the stuff that Bellix put her hand into.
And you see
And
this
it's like-
swarming ball of vines.
All right, I know what to do. I pull Basil out.
Okay.
All right. I hope you don't die.
Put it in there. Takes him and he goes in. He goes inside
All right.
and is enveloped by it and then is spit out and it's a squirrel.
Cute!
And
Come here, Basil.
he runs over to you.
Can I?
So-
Can I poof him to places?
Strange.
Does he still
Yeah, it's just a squirrel.
poof him back on my shoulder? I got a squirrel.
So these vines turn things into other creatures.
Dude,
It seems so.
The way to change back.
can I roll
I
Arcana?
wonder if I
Still
touch it, would I
biting
turn
at you.
into a fish?
Can I roll
Oh,
Arcana
magic.
again?
If you
Try
turn into
it?
a fish, you'll
What if we
Try it.
get her to put her paw back up there?
Maybe.
Jacob, can I roll Arcana again to see if I
Might
now that I
try
have
that.
more
Yes,
knowledge?
roll Arcana.
19.
Polymorph.
Polymorph.
Oh.
Thank the Lord.
Polymorph.
I think it polymorphed her. And Basil.
So what do you need to have her touch it again?
Maybe.
Will it just wear off?
I could dispel magic on her. I think that might work.
That should do it probably.
I don't
Gets rid
really
of
want
most
to use the
other
spell
magic.
slot, but... Oh wait, I can cast it for free. Boop.
Can you cast it for me?
Class is wisdom.
Is it at will, once per day?
Mm-hmm.
You hold out your hand. You hold out your hands, and you kind of do this strange motion, and it's almost like Doctor Strange. These like the lines appear out of nowhere. It's this like sign to just remove magic whatsoever, and you push it onto Bellix. And Bellix, you are this disc like hits you, and you from head to toe turn back into a half orc and hit the ground. That was a strange experience. You remember all of it, and you're like, ah, Wild Shape's way better.
Oh my god.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
weird.
You're like holding on to Atlantica's bag. You just like let go.
Okay. I'm not used to that. That was very different than what I do. She's just thinking about fish. Hold on.
You want some more fish?
But why would that be
Oh,
there?
I know.
What's the point?
I'm actually gonna remove.
Retrials greatly.
Seems like a trial. Doesn't really say what to do with it once we get in there. Maybe we should go through the rest and come back. Maybe
Unless-
it'll change.
Unless we can grab it somehow. And not,
It's like you just
Turn
phase
into
through
a
it.
thing. well, maybe if we used something.
Spells and...
Are we
Yeah.
meant to go through the trials as animals? This is blue.
No. Because when I was an animal, I thought like an animal, and I don't.
Oh, so you don't normally do that?
No.
No.
Normally, I'm still like I was still me, but all I could think about was like food and
Like an animal.
yeah.
Well, I think Zephyr has the right idea. We just keep going then, yeah?
I guess so. Down the first one.
What do you think?
Sure.
All right.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
I think we're going down the first corridor with the
Yeah.
blue and the green and the red.
So the one where Neelix
Yes.
is
Well-
minis, right? All right.
Yes.
Neelix, you head down first.
Unless somebody else wants to go.
I mean, Olivier, do you want to lead? Zephyr? Either one?
I was in back already. I was in the back of the blue area.
No, he seems to want to go first. So.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, doesn't matter.
All right.
I was in the back.
You're first then.
Okay, I'll go first.
And I don't want to be behind him. So
I'll go behind them.
I'll,
You don't.
we'll swap places.
Yeah.
I'll lean down and tie my shoe and let you go around me, even though my shoes don't have laces.
I
You're
suppose.
wearing Vans.
I'm wearing boots. Excuse you.
All right. Can you push Neelix's mini down and
ding,
start
just
pulling
that
that paper away?
I suppose it's possible that we
There, I'm
encounter.
coming.
Pull it.
Guys.
Pull it all away, or.
Yep. Pull it off.
Ooh.
You start making your way over. You curve around the side, and I'm assuming you kind of peer over. You see a room with red flowers. Can you make a perception check that revolves around for hearing?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. As soon as you begin to make your way over, and as you kind of peered around the side, you heard you heard a very faint, just that noise. You look around, there's an exit to the south there, or for you guys it's your north, and there's just red flowers along the wall.
This seems to be a dangerous spot.
Should probably get through here as quickly as possible.
I'm assuming.
Not unlikely that once one of us steps through, enemies will spawn.
What did the red stand for again?
somewhere.
Enemies.
Enemies.
Brought by the 80.
Hopefully that doesn't mean 80 enemies.
You really smell that brimstone, and you smell that
crazy idiot.
like strange infection smell.
Hmm. Well, that sounds like fire and infected things here.
Fire. And
Yeah, I smelled brimstone.
Make an Arcana check.
Romantic is actually going to pull out her crossbow and
19.
sword with a bit of
You are
flourish.
very much aware brimstone scent in this place is very not right, and from what you know, brimstone is typically associated with teleportation.
Teleportation and infected things. Undead? Question mark?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the undead.
Teleportation.
It didn't smell like that revenant earlier.
So should we keep on going?
Teleportation
I
and
would
infected.
say get ready for a fight.
Oh, okay. He has his bow out and he runs in.
As soon as you run in, these figures appear. They suddenly just out of nowhere spawn in. 3 massive blue and white spiders that just show up, and they start looking at you, and their venom just begins to drip down the sides of them. Roll initiative.
Freaking face. Woohoo!
Can you get 3 large spider-looking minis and put them in?
I sure can.
I can reach over.
And let's go ahead
You got
and move the map over here a little bit so we can get some room.
It's sticky, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No,
Maybe
but
it is.
The GM screen is on it, dude.
Are they supposed to be back here?
No, it's sticky.
Just move it.
Oh, rest in peace, Courage. You fell.
Are they large?
3 large spider-looking things, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move everyone up one.
Wait, they might be medium.
Face spiders?
Pretty sure face spiders are.
I think they're large.
I don't know. I hate those
Let me double check.
Bad looking thing.
Yep, they're large. Big boys.
Where would you like them, Mr. DM, sir?
One in the corner next to Neelix. Yeah. One in the other corner, and one right across from him. Perfect.
Brr, it's cold.
You can turn the fan off.
I don't know how. Is it just the thing?
All right, 25 to 20.
Me, 23.
Oh, 20. Natural 20.
Let's add your modifier to it.
Oh, right. It's just 20.
Okay. So.
Forgot.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Wow. I rolled the same initiative for all three.
Wow. that makes it easier to
20
calculate.
to 15.
16.
17.
That's fine.
Try the right one.
That one's fair.
20 to 15.
17.
17.
Oh, 19.
So whose dex is the best?
I have a negative.
I have a
Yeah.
-1.
Ah.
Okay.
Me.
Viola.
Wait.
Contest. Actually, you'll go at the same
Yeah.
time. We'll be critical roll.
Ooh.
You guys work together as a team anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get, Doings?
19.
Is it really good?
Oh, you're 19. Okay.
Face fighters?
Mm-hmm.
I hate them.
And
I love the abilities.
Is that everybody? Landscape, Alex, Neelix, Viola, Zephyr, Olivia. Alright, cool. Okay, top of the round, Atlantica, you're first.
She sees some very creepy things.
It's just like, okay, I'm in Nightmare Land, thank you.
Yep, pretty much. She is going to
Bow moving.
Yes.
bow movement. She's going to move past
I can do it. I
Neelix
don't mind to get back up.
and go next to the not displacer beast.
Scorpion?
Displacer beast.
Oh. You said
I
not.
love
I
that-
said the not displacer
I love
beast.
that that
because it's a
mini
spider.
only has one arm.
Alright. You get over there and you get right next to it. And
then-
it's just right, it's got teeth right in front of you.
What the hell's? Stop.
What the hell's? That's a good one. That's an inspiration. That was funny. Roll damage. Roll attack.
You just hit. Roll damage. Max damage.
That is a 19. Hit.
Oh, I'm done. Can you put this door right there? A 19?
19.
19 hits.
Yeah,
The door where we came through or where we're going?
Right there.
Right there?
There's a door there.
I get my sneak attack.
What a beautiful door. I wonder who painted it. They did such a good job.
It was you.
Yes, it was. I know. That's why I was saying that.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
That
You
much?
sneak attack?
Yeah, because I am a swashbuckler. I don't have anything near me, so I can do it, right? I think so. You don't get advantage on the attack roll, and you sneak attack when you're within 5 feet of it. No other creature is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, so if you're dueling it, you get sneak attack. Very cool.
I think that one's within 5 feet of you, though, isn't it?
No.
No? I don't know. I
It's
can't see.
just dueling that one.
Oh, no, it's not.
The door is
Pistol.
within 5 feet of you.
Because the door is a
Damn it.
mimic.
That would be funny.
Yes.
That's 20 damage.
Whoa!
It's the same amount I did to the
Very
weapon,
nice.
right? And then I'm assuming it's still up.
It's still right, yeah. You stab and shoot, yeah.
Shoot. This is
First,
I haven't
you stab and you
attack
poke
yet.
out one of its eyeballs, and then you go to fire the crossbow.
23.
23 hits.
That's another 9 damage.
Oh my gosh. You run forward and you stab into this thing, kind of like backhanding it, and then you just hold the crossbow to its head and fire into it, and it's just taking a ton of damage, all in its face. Bellix.
This thing is creepy.
So, okay, well, I'll move. I mean, I have to get a little closer. So, but I'll go to like the corner of the room.
I'll let you move through them just as normal. So 5,
Okay.
10, Spencer.
Yeah, I got it.
5, 10,
Sorry.
15, 20.
Which one do you want to get?
You can get to the scorpion or the big.
I don't want to
yellow
get up to it actually.
What do
You
you
don't?
No, I just want to be able to throw a flame at it.
Okay,
So,
you can go right next to Neelix if you
Yeah,
want.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
And then I'll just I'll throw it at the one that that she just attacked. So I like produce a flame and then I just throw it.
Awesome.
Oh
What's
my
your
gosh.
inspiration die?
It's like an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
You
10?
chuck it, and it just moves through the spider's legs and explodes on the back of the
So lame.
bushes.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Neelix.
I'll back up into the corner. The other way of the doorway. In the corner where the door is.
Yeah, gotcha. Just back him up that way.
You want to get here or there?
Over there. Yeah, over there.
Here?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'll fire 2 arrows into the displacer beast.
All right. It's a food spider.
Oh, and I'll put him on Planner Warrior.
All right.
My Planner Warrior, I can choose an extra. Choose
Who are
a
your favorite enemies, sir?
humanoids and werebears and elves.
Where?
Those are humanoids.
Humanoids are my thing. But it has it listed three things. I don't know why these. I don't think I ever picked them. It's humans, werebears, and elves.
I was
I
gonna
feel
say,
like you should have more than that. but-
What?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I know the revised ranger.
As revised ranger that does that. Yeah. You're
Well, it's a much wider range.
It's very specific. You have to specifically choose like what types of
He's
humanoids.
playing
Yeah.
default
I know.
ranger, so
Yeah.
all right, we're good. Those are your
Alright.
3 enemies.
And putting the thing on him, and I'll explain to you later what it is.
Okay.
The Planner Warrior thing. Oh crap. 25 and 11.
25 hits.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And 11. 15 damage.
15 damage. How do you kill it?
Shoot him in the eyeball. And it goes through one eye and then another.
It's crossbow, and then a firebolt misses, and then another arrow lands it in it, and it kind of flops over and begins to wriggle, and then all of the legs just curling to one another, and it
Aw.
disappears.
Die, sucker.
Actually, no, the body's still there. It doesn't disappear. All right. You're Viola.
Mine's bike.
Please move outside of the hallway.
Why?
Because we can't get through otherwise.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's-
He let
it's
us
like-
move through.
He already
let me
said
move
that
through.
you could.
Okay. It's not difficult terrain?
No, he let Bellix go through.
Even if it is, you're not that far away, right? You can still reach, right?
No, but some of us are, like Craig.
Oh, I see.
That's Craig.
So at just to let you know, Marshall,
Yes.
at first level, you picked humanoids. So, but humanoids are so wide that you only get 2. So you get humans and werebears. You speak Elvish.
That's
Because-
okay. I was wondering. I was like, I know I speak Elvish.
So
but I don't know why it
your
says
favorite-
Elvish on there.
Your ranger enemies are humans, werebears, and then at level 6, you get to pick just a category. For level 6, you picked aberrations.
Oh, yeah. Why is it not on here then?
I don't know. Anyways,
Maybe he needs
I just
to.
checked your character sheet because D&D Beyond is cool, and I can just edit the character sheet and just be like, nah, you don't
Oh,
get
there
that.
they are.
Oh, there we go. Yep, you're right. There it is.
Yep.
That one needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, can you remove the Displace Beast one? It's really good at these wisdom saving throws. It gets a 18.
It succeeds, but it still takes half damage because why not?
Do I know these are aberrations?
18. It takes.
These are not aberrations.
It takes 9 damage.
9 damage?
Yep.
Not looking good. What'd you hit it with?
Mine's bike.
Mind Spike. It just begins to just kind of wriggle around. It looks very confused as you just point a
And
finger
it's
at it.
psychic damage if that means anything to you.
Yep, it means psychic damage. Alright. You do anything else?
No.
Zephyr, Olivier, who's going first? Alright, Zephyr, what are you doing?
I will run to the furthest one away, to the scorpion one.
It's good, sir.
Oh, right. It's me.
You're gonna run to the scorpion one?
Yeah.
Alright, you run up right next to it.
And I'll attack it twice.
Roll 2 attacks.
That would be a 19 and a 21.
Roll damage for both.
Wow. 34 damage.
Wow, you run over and cut it in half instantly, and its guts spill out everywhere as it's got like this strange light blue blood that just kind of spills outside of it. It almost looks transparent. It's very gross, but it kind of what is it? It kind of twitches even though it's cut in half, and then it just dies. Olivia.
I'll go after the last one.
You run after the last one.
And
It's
Craig
looking,
will come with me.
and Crick follows. And you look at it, and it's kind of backing up into the corner. And
I'll make sure Craig is flanking.
It's backed into the wall.
it's back into the wall. You cannot flank it. Haha! The greatest tactic: backing into a wall. If you're in a corner, no one can flank you.
Those are 16 from me.
16.
Cornered.
12 and 16.
No, both are 16.
Both are 16. Nice. Yeah, both hit.
And then from Craig, it's a 13 from Craig.
13 also hits. Roll all that damage.
Wait, sorry. 26.
26 damage. Holy crap. This thing is barely able to stand as you slice into it, and Craig just kind of just pounds into it as well. It gets a turn, however. They do not all die in one turn. It looks at you, and it realizes the awful situation it's in, but it's got an intelligence of 6, so it bites you. And it gets a 12, so it just hits your armor. And you literally just hold up your shield and it just clunk. It's so stupid. And as a bonus action, it will disappear.
Oh, they got to do that. Dang it.
The round against that, what do you do?
Where'd it go?
Everybody's got a turn this round. It's not appearing until its next turn.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Alright. What action are you holding?
I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow as soon as it reappears.
Okay.
I mean that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm just gonna produce a flame and I'm waiting.
Alright. You guys preparing any actions?
Holding an arrow.
Hold an
I'm
arrow?
just
Pull out a javelin.
attacking the last spot that it was.
Just gonna attack the last spot it was?
No, I'll ready magic missile for it.
Alright.
I'll pull out a javelin.
It appears as its bonus action. It still gets its attack. It's going to
Is it in the same spot?
no. It's all the way across the room. It's gonna bite.
Oh, it's right next to me.
Neelix.
Oh, it's right next to you. Neelix.
Craig, get off.
And it gets 12. Hey, Neelix.
How does it?
Nope.
Yeah, how
But it
does
has
it land?
advantage because it was in the.
But I'm against the wall.
It's
There's no advantage.
It actually literally can't even get to
It
me.
can't fit where
It will
Neelix.
in the air fall on him.
It's gonna.
It's just gonna be on top.
Fine. You're all gonna kill
I'm just
it right
gonna
anyways.
put it right here.
It falls on top of you, jump out of the way, and then everybody fires everything at them. A javelin lands in it, a crossbow bolt, a bunch of magic missiles hit it, a fire explodes its back, and it just and falls over and dies.
Well, those things were creepy.
Yeah. Have I seen face spiders before?
Does the number 80 have anything to do with creatures like this?
I don't
You
know.
guys kill the face spiders. What are you doing?
Die, spiders.
As soon as the last one dies, you see the door in the room, and it opens.
Can I roll something to understand the whole brought by the 80 thing?
Roll history or nature. You'll get a different answer based on what you roll.
I'll roll nature. I got an 18.
An 18, you have no idea.
could maybe learn more in the library in town.
She's not a sage. She doesn't know. You're like an NPC. Like, if you want to know more, you can go to the library in town. Open your map. Open
And
map.
it
You're
won't
like,
let you do anything until
Yeah.
you open
You
your
have to
map.
do
And then you
tutorial.
just have this quest marker there. It's like, go to library. And it's like, I'm doing a dungeon. I gotta go now. You have to
Stop
go
right
deselect
now.
it, and you're like, gosh dang it. And then you like go through the dungeon the wrong way because it's leading you out, and you're like, I just backtracked, and you have to go all the way back.
Why has this happened to you before?
Probably.
Yeah, thanks, Witcher.
Well, let's get out of here. Spiders are gross.
I agree. I'm just gonna walk right
Can I
out
investigate the room?
Out the room or through the door?
through the door.
Okay. Alright, step through the
Jacob's
door.
like, oh, you guys are leaving? Okay.
Alright, so
Just screw this place. We're gone.
Well, that's the end of the game.
maybe you want to roll investigation?
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
Roll, both of you roll.
Sorry, it's okay. Oh, wiener.
Nope.
It was a 1.
I got a 5.
The spiders disappeared, right?
Hmm?
Did you say the spiders disappeared?
No, their bodies are still there.
Okay, can I look at them?
Mhm.
Poke at it?
You look at them.
Can
You see spiders.
I roll investigation on them? See if I can collect anything from them.
What do you want to collect?
I don't know, like a pincer or something.
If you want to try and
Or
collect a
venom
pincer,
gland.
you would have to roll survival.
Survival.
Boo, never mind.
21.
Using your mage hand and a dagger, you perfectly pull out one of the pincers. It's this long black horn that's kind of dripping with like this venom. You guys investigate the room with a.
1.
I have mage. I have mage hand.
Both of you are like, nothing in here, and you just keep going. Like that's how you rolled so low, you didn't consider looking around the room. You're just like, let's go. You head through the door, Atlantica, and as I move my stack of papers, you start to see a hallway. I can get over and grab it.
Oh, yep, I can't do it either.
Oh,
Gosh dang it.
rip the door and rip
Use
me.
teamwork.
Here, I
Go
got it.
ahead,
I got
Sunder.
it.
Do I have to make a deck save for that?
Okay, I'm gonna move the door.
You,
Do I
you're
move the door
revealing
down
so
here?
much.
Okay, there we go. Go like this.
You can go like.
Alright, who's following? What's the marching order?
There's no door.
Well, I went first, so.
I'm over there searching the bodies.
Searching the bodies.
Yep, that's what I was doing, so that's
They
why.
don't have pockets on them, so they have.
I was answering her. She said, "Who's going in?" And I said, "Oh, my guy's away. My guy's
Oh,
over there
okay.
doing stuff." So
I'll go in.
Go ahead.
Alright,
Alright, I'm gonna move you down to the end.
Yeah.
And then Bellix is this guy. Who's next?
Okay.
Zephyr goes.
One yell out at once.
Alright, I'm putting you, if you're not gonna say anything.
Olivia, are you going?
Yep.
And there. And that'll be the marching order.
Oh, okay. You guys begin to head down. You turn the corner, and you see a. 4 different directions to go.
Ooh.
Can we not see any further than that past the direction towards you?
Not yet.
That's generally what you got there. Make your way down, and you see a 4-way intersection, and there are blue flowers all over. And in this 4-way intersection, can you roll a d20?
I'll roll some head. A 13.
13. And roll percentage.
13.
13 and 13.
Wow.
Yes.
Alright. You find. You find 2 runes on the ground. There are these strange looking runes that strangely you could read. There are these very ancient old words. One of the runes is colored red and the other is colored blue. You don't know why, but all of you, for some reason, have an understanding of these and could read them.
What does it say?
I'm not going to read them.
In your head? Or out loud?
I'll say them out loud.
Out loud? Which one do you read?
The blue one.
The blue one. It doesn't make any sense. It's gibberish. It's like and it's like tongues. It's so ridiculous, and for whatever reason you don't understand how it's coming out of your mouth, but you're able to read this. And as soon as you finish it, the blue fades, and you feel different. You look down and you just feel very, very strange. You're succumbing a little bit more to the cold, and you just start freezing a bit. You have vulnerability to cold damage.
Oh, okay.
What color is the other one?
Red.
Mm-hmm.
You just see Atlantica read that, and she just gets really, really cold.
Atlantica? I was gonna say maybe you should read the other one, but no, I don't think that's a good idea.
I can read it.
I don't know.
That'll either
I
be
don't know
good or
about
bad.
You said the other one's red?
Mm-hmm.
I can read it if you'd like.
No, I'm thinking because it made her cold, so I thought maybe the other one would make her warm.
I don't know. I could read the other one, but someone else could.
But it might make you just too warm.
When we look at the rooms,
Well, I'm
are they lined in certain hallways?
Nope, they're just on the ground right next to each other.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna read it.
You read it?
Yep.
The next one you start reading it. It ends with and you're like, hey, my native language. And
That's great.
you read it. And you get colder as it
No!
goes away. You get colder, but not detrimentally. You're like, okay, this is weird, but it's kind of okay. You now have resistance to fire damage.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, alright.
Because you're so cold that you just okay.
Well, I'm colder, but I'm not hurting. I don't know what the hell is
Probably
going
used
on.
to it, right?
I'm gonna
The ocean's
produce a
pretty cold
flame
anyways.
and just like
You barely feel it. It's like being underwater. You're like, hey, this is kind of normal.
Yeah, it's just a little less damp.
doesn't do anything.
Hey Jacob, did you run out of room
A
on the
little
easy
less
pad
damp.
and hate
Submerged
another
in
one?
water.
Yeah, I know.
He was like, a little less damp. Like, you're not submerged in water. This is just a little less.
And and you watch as the
That's good.
runes
That's pretty good.
actually are covered over by the grass and they're gone.
Do the flowers go away?
No, the flowers just go away.
Which way should we go?
I'm gonna assume that was a trial.
Resistance
Should we go straight?
to fire.
If we look down the other hallways, do they
Yeah.
both show green rooms?
You look down the left and you both see green flowers along the walls of both.
We probably shouldn't go the green way.
Wherever the green is.
Straight ahead.
That's
Yeah, I guess
what I
we're
would
just going
just,
straight.
that's what I would say too.
Who's going down, Zephyr?
Well, I assume was keeping our order, so
Wait, aren't you like really warm?
most of the time.
Can you just touch? Like, I mean,
Not
that.
anymore.
Yeah, you're not warm anymore.
What?
Oh.
You haven't been.
You're not resistant to fire damage anymore.
No, but I still have resistance to cold climates.
Oh yes, you still have that.
I'm a like a
You
lion.
you don't naturally exude heat anymore. though.
Oh, okay.
You just are really good at surviving cold climates.
So I can't carry people in the blizzards anymore.
No, not really. Sorry, that was a blessing from Zerial. She doesn't like you anymore.
That's fine. I will
You guys
accept
broke
that.
up. You make your way over to
Hey,
Atlantica,
we broke
and
it?
you see another room with green.
There's a lot of green rooms here.
What
Is
about-
there anything
what about
still
that
going
way?
And
towards
then this
me?
way, you see
Let's try it in a
Blue.
way of green.
that ends in a dead end.
Well,
So we have to go through one
Damn.
green somewhere.
indeed. Which way do you think?
Can I go look at the end of the hallway?
Well, this room looks to be like it's coming from the same room, so we can just avoid that room altogether.
I think we have to face the green now because the flowers are in order of orange, blue, and green, and we just faced an orange
Where
room,
are you going?
a blue room,
Ah!
and then some yellow liquid.
As
Uh-oh.
long as it didn't get on the.
It got on the computer charger.
Oh, it fell on the computer charger?
Oh crap!
Pardon us for
There just starts being
technical
there's just
difficulties.
explosions. Start going over. Ah! The stream just cuts
See,
out.
guys, this is why we're not sponsored by Red Bull.
Screw you.
Hello, this is more of a reason we should be sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
living
I just
dangerously,
poured
guys.
half
We live
mine out on the
crazy.
table.
Playing games while pouring liquid on electronics. Whoa!
Oh my
go over here and peer down the hallway?
No, the hallway that ends in a dead. I'd like to look down it and see if there's anything, like illusion or.
Make a perception check.
Excuse me.
Ah, yes. The best time to roll bad on your perception is
The best time to rest.
7.
You guys are real cute.
7.
7. You see branches and bush.
Texas and bush.
Do you think there might be something there?
Maybe,
Viola.
but I don't really see anything. You can come look at
Are you
it.
Viola right now?
Huh?
Are you Viola right
I
now?
am.
Okay.
I could be Vincent if you like.
Yeah, I'll come down. It's really up to you.
I'd move all you guys, but I can't reach you.
Yeah,
My
it's
hat is
I'm
on.
sorry,
fine.
I'm cleaning up
I'm
my
there.
I think I can reach.
Can I roll perception too?
Sorry guys, I'm really close to the camera.
Ooh, that Marshall close up.
Alright. Dang it.
Alright.
We're going Red Bull run soon?
That's Atlantic, not Alex. Now I can reach you guys. You look over, you see branches and leaves, and you can't see past it. It's super, super thick.
Okay.
Should we head back
I
down
don't
the
think
other
there's
way?
anything there.
Back down which way?
Down the other way, since this is a dead end. And that
Hallway?
and those both rooms are green. I think we should. Yeah.
Go down the hall.
Yeah.
At the end? Alright.
Alright. As you guys make your way back, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Be right back. Gonna clean up some Red Bull and also prepare for the next bit. So we'll be back about 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to be back at 9 o'clock. So stay tuned. And entertain them while I change the scene.
Oh.
Wrong people.
Okay, yeah. And entertain them while I change the scene.
Oh.
Wrong people.
Okay, yeah. And entertain them while I change the scene.
Oh.
Wrong people.
Okay, yeah. And entertain them while I change the scene.
Wrong people.
Okay, yeah. music is so epic.
It's because my Charmander leveled up.
Welcome back, everybody. That's your epic intro with the music that just seemingly lined up with coming back.
You know,
This
there's a
game.
piece of me that hopes that the sound just isn't working.
And I'm just doing this.
Like, oh, it's so beautiful.
I have some Pringles now.
Do you?
And I have some Ruffles.
Those are actually really good.
Yeah, Ruffles are
I'm sorry if you
amazing.
can hear my tree.
Ruffles barbecue.
Ah, barbecue, that's one.
So, you guys are in the 4th dungeon temple thing. It's kind of like Zelda. It's weird.
Forest dungeon.
It's a temple, but it looks nothing like a temple. It's like
Do I see any targets hanging from a tree? I want to shoot it 10 times in a row in the bullseye.
Bring, 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 bring. You get 10 rupees.
How much are those rupees worth?
Nothing in this world. They're made of plastics.
How much are they worth in the ethereal plane?
Mo.
So much in your heart.
You're walking around,
My face spider will
and
kill you.
strangely, you just hear in the back of your,
Throw it on the ground.
in the background of the woods, you hear. Do, 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 do.
It's me on a loop. I'm just having fun.
But if you walk away from some doors, you only hear the.
Shut
And you
up.
have to find the. Do, 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 do.
Are you guys not digging this? We should not do music right now? Walking around?
I'll put my
And
phone.
it's supposed to go this way, and then you walk out, and you're like, I'm back in the Kokiri Forest! Not again! No!
So
I don't think there's a way to go besides through that
I
long
would-
green hallway of flowers.
I was thinking that maybe we should go back and look for some purple flowers. What does purple mean?
Thing
again?
is-
Purple was
Safety.
like solace and safety.
Well, there is the other route. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. We can go right after.
And then
Back up from that
we
first
can just
hallway.
go right back where we came, like,
Mm-hmm.
go to the
we're
purple
wrong.
and then leave that purple room
Yeah.
because we don't want to go to the green. And then,
And
The only way to go from here is green, though. What we're gonna have to
yes,
do a
but
green
why would we,
somewhere.
I mean, I guess, but
We're gonna have to go through a green somewhere. There's no way to
so
do
if
it.
we go
Sounds
back,
good.
if we go back, then I can talk about the flowers. But I feel like super metagamey talking about them here. Can I do that? I'm just gonna do.
We all saw them, right?
Yeah. Okay. So.
I will let you reference anything you can currently see on the board.
Cool. There was blue on this pathway, so I feel like maybe we should do the green on this
We've
pathway.
already done blue on this pathway.
No, I'm just saying that like we have to do green somewhere, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But I'm saying that we should specifically do the green on this pathway because this is the pathway that we took that had blue. I don't know if that's actually a good idea. It gives me a way to lean.
Right. The only thing is
The
that might be
direction.
the only blue in this direction.
Hmm?
That might be the only blue in this direction.
No, it probably is the only blue, but there was blue, so maybe we're on the right
What does
path.
everyone else think?
I kind of agree with her.
I'm fine with you.
I just think that we should go look for what's in the purple flower area, just in case there's something there.
We have not hit a dead end yet, other than this green.
Well, and that dead end right there.
Well, I mean, we still have a way to go.
Sure. Oh, I see what you're saying.
but we should come back this way and do the
Mhm.
green on this side.
That's what I think.
I'm with the druid.
As am I.
Aye.
All right. So she'll lead the way back then to go to the purple flower.
Okay.
The bow of grabbing.
I can just do it. I don't care.
Yeah, please do. This is so hard.
That's my internet connection.
Oh, no, don't break that.
This is like it's like you're playing what's that shuffleboard.
Go that way away from me, so I don't.
That or I think you're like a general and you're sitting next to our doom like we're in battle. We're like, move the
And you
troops
push up.
here, and then monsters kill them there.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a general that wants to get his men killed.
Go ahead
Well, I
and just
mean,
put one person as
yeah.
the party.
Alright.
And
Bad
stuff
general.
will matter when stuff happens.
All right. Everyone else can chill in this
Pretty
one.
much you'll tell us, hey, what's your marching order whenever you want.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and do this. Move it down. Oh,
Oh.
Why are you grabbing the camera cable?
because it needs to go like this.
Oh.
Things gonna fall. Get them off. We don't have big enough a table.
Well, we don't need the... Yeah.
Oh, dang it,
No,
something head down.
Viola, don't
Ah.
fall. It just flies off the table.
You know what?
You know what? You can grab I worked so hard.
Do you know how hard it is to just lay here?
All right.
Does anyone else
really
not
wish I
have
could get over
Wi-Fi
there.
right now?
Tyler,
It's
can
being
you
weird.
grab the paper right there?
Actually,
And-
someone just had a good idea, by the way. Put the minis in marching order and use another to represent the group.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
That's what
Well, I mean, like,
That's fine. Go ahead and do
remove that one.
that.
Purple.
You
It's me.
make your way over
Wait,
down,
no.
and
Different one. I can. Oh, that worked pretty well.
you turn down and you see a room with